Valley Club 1 event is even better than expected, but another is much worse than we thought. We have the updated numbers to help you min-max both events. Also, free power cores and free campaign energy is available for you now. And why should you be double dipping? We're discussing these things and we're delving into the mailbag because it is Mailbag Monday. And if you're ready for all of that, Valley Club, then you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day and I hope you're ready to get to level 100 as soon as possible. We got some updated numbers that are a little better than what we originally suspected. Also, the blast off to 100 milestone event is a lot worse than we thought. What has changed? We're also going to discuss how you can get some free power cores and some campaign energy. But before we get to all that, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel, helping you with all your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But let's jump right into the updated numbers to get to level 100. Now, this is actually the third attempt that we're doing this, all these numbers here. The first video, I made that unlisted because that was so far off. The video that released earlier today, the numbers are very similar, so I left that video up. But what has changed? Well, we're still getting 44,000 per commander level. That is what's going to take. So that is what it's going to take to get to each commander level. 220,000 to get to level 100. Now, the campaign energy that you get is still the same, 628 free per day. The ISO 8 energy you get per day is the same, 650 free per day. Incursion campaign energy, 144 free per day. And a showcase event, you're also getting points for that as well. That's going to run for 30 of the 40 days of the milestone event. Right, so every 50 core refresh you do is worth 120 commander points. Every 100 cores you spend is only going to be worth 60 commander points. That's going to be per 50 cores that you spend. And any 200 core refreshes, that's going to give you only 30 commander points per 50 cores you spend. So it is in your best interest to do these 50 core refreshes, whether you're doing on a campaign energy, ISO 8 energy, or incursion campaign energy. Now, this showcase event, you're only getting half an experience per 50, or you're only getting 100 energy per 50 cores you spend, and you're only getting a half experience for that. So you're only getting about 50 commander experience per 50 cores spent. So it's a little worse than spending it on your campaign, ISO 8, or incursion. But what I did not calculate, and thanks to the comments on the videos, daily missions. You're also getting a bunch of points for daily missions. So for the heroes, villains, auto, all the stuff that you're doing in dailies, you collect all that stuff. 785 more commander experience levels for doing all your daily missions, which means that the updated numbers, what you can get for free, 2,495 per day, which means over the course of 40 days without spending any power cores or anything, 102,000, which means that you are gonna get to level 97 for free during this event. So little miscalculations. Now, for level 98, you would need to still spend some power cores. You're gonna need the difference that you need to get to this, to get to the next level, 98. There's still 29,000 points, experience points missing. For that, for 50 core refreshes, you're still gonna need to do 244 of those, but you're getting 2 per day for free. So if you subtract those 80 that you're getting over the course of this 40-day event, you only need, the effective number is not 244, it's only 164, which if you multiply that by 50, 800 or 8,200 power cores is needed to get to level 98 during this event. And spending towards those power core refreshes, only 205 power cores per day. It's probably going to be a little less than that because there are some data mines which indicates there's going to be a quadruple experience, a triple experience, and then some extra energy that you're getting per refresh. So the numbers are actually a little better than this. Now, to get to level 99, this one does seem out of reach unless you're spending a lot of power cores. What I calculated, 664 power cores per day. And that is just based on the 50 core refreshes. You're going to need to do a little more than just the 50 core refreshes. The max that you can do between all of the ISO 8 campaign and the incursion campaigns, you could only do 12 of those, but you need 15.2. So you're going to need to do some less effective than this. But yeah, a lot of power cores you need for this. So pretty much for normal spenders, level 99 is not going to be a thing for this 40-day event, but level 98, it can be a thing there. And if you do want to try to max out some of these awesome rewards, the scoring for Race to the Top doesn't just involve you raising your commander level. You got to actually level up these characters, and you need to level up different traits, bio characters, mutant characters, skill characters, tech characters, skill characters. And each of these characters, as you get to a different level, you're getting even more points. So it's more beneficial to go a little narrow with your roster, get characters up to level 98, or if you get to level 99, 99, because that's going to give you a better score for this. Now, as far as these traits, though, there are 2 characters that have multiple traits. The devs did say you are allowed to double dip with Dr. Doom, who is tech and mystic, and Kestrel, who's tech and skill. Yes. So technically, if you're using Dr. Doom and Kestrel, you don't need to do 10 characters per trait because, yeah, they count for 2. So that is some good stuff. Now, how much does it cost to level up? Well, the numbers that I predicted, they're a little more expensive than we predicted on Friday. Based on what it costs to go from previous levels, I thought that the total cost to go from 95 to 100 would be about 6.1 million. It ended up being about 6.5 million, which is a little more expensive. You're just going from 95 to 96, a little over a million, 96 to 97, a little over that, and it keeps increasing. This one gets a little more expensive, so I'm guessing that the stats increase a lot at this time, but yeah, it gets expensive to level these characters up. So while getting your commander level as close to level 100 as possible is easier than I originally expected. The gold cost to actually level those characters is a little more, but they are allowing double dipping on Kestrel and Doom. So it's a great event, but what is not great is this blast off to 100 event as it was initially launched. Now, it did subsequently get changed, and the conversion rate is to a more manageable state that you can get this bandolier item. But as it was initially launched, at least the first few hours of this, as people were spending all this campaign energy to get to the next level, well, the conversion for this was very, very bad. And what you need to do is spend a lot of campaign energy. You're getting these century credits. You can use it in the store for some pretty good stuff in the store, but we'll talk about what's in the store, which you get. But this event was very, very bad initially. What we needed as far as the conversion rate was at least 6 to 1, 7 to 1 would have been great. It launched at a 2 to 1 ratio, which if they left it like that, it would have made it almost impossible to get the bandolier, which is the meta item. Nobody would even complete this event unless you spend a ton of power cores. Luckily, though, it did change it back to the 6 to 1 ratio, and compensation should be coming soon, especially if you spend a lot of campaign energy right at server reset in anticipation for this level 100 level cap increase. Well, compensation should be coming very soon. Messaging should go out soon, and I hope they make everybody whole. But where you need to get to, again, Milestone 13 is 87,700 points. That will get you the meta item. That is the bare minimum for all these events, in my opinion. You're getting 38,500 points from the web, and that is assuming you're doing all your raid battles, which means if you're doing your 50 core refreshes, a little over 1,100 energy per day, and at the conversion rate 6 to 1, you're still short a little bit of it. You are getting some extra energy from the web just by voting for Alpha Flight members. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But as far as what is in the store, well, there are some decent characters that you could get, but I would not get any characters in this. As you can see, Iron Man and Infinity War is in the store, one of the characters there. And that is the only non-farmable character in this store right now. And there are data mines that Infinity War Iron Man will be farmable next week, so you may not want to purchase this character either. But as far as the other characters in the store, as you can see, Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, Sylvie. Also, Kestrel is in the store, which is kind of strange because she just made a Dark Dimension 1 reward. So if you pass Dark Dimension 1, you should have maxed out Kestrel. So kind of pointless to have her there. Other characters other than Kestrel, though, Mockingbird, Agent Coulson, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes is right here. Val's there, Cosmo, Star-Lord Annihilation, Firestar, Deathpool, Carnage, and Venom. My pick would be to be getting these mini uniques. If you have not been through Dark Dimension 6 first already, you're very close. Maybe you want to get these Gear 18 pieces. If you're looking for another Dark Dimension, maybe some other tiers of gear. But another appealing thing, maybe not these Elite 5 credits, but I'm assuming the same section will have some Elite 7s in there. Also some Dark promos in here. So I think the most appealing is this Gold or Dark promotion credits, maybe even some Elite 7s if you get a lot of these Century credits. But yeah, these mini unique or these uniques here, I think they're going to be very, very appealing, and maybe some of the catalysts as well. But that's what I'm getting in the store. But yeah, you can get, like I said, some free power cores, some free campaign energy. All you need to do is vote for the Alpha Flight characters. And the important thing here, the poll is going to last for 7 days. You can cast 1 vote per day, 7 in total. So make sure you vote every single day. Your choices for the next Alpha Flight character is Guardian James Hudson. Stole an exoskeleton suit. He discovers it was used as a U.S. agent, U.S. government weapon. He fled to Canada, bringing the suit's helmet with him and convinced the Canadian government to hire him to do a secret research project. Developing a program called Department H, created a new suit, took the name Guardian, taking in place from the Fantastic Four playbook. James started recruiting team members to Alpha Flight. So I think he needs to be an Alpha Flight, but he's not who I'm going to vote for. Let me know who you're going to vote for. Could be Vindicator. Heather McNeil Hudson worked at the same company as James Hudson, who developed the aforementioned prototype exoskeleton suit. While James fled to Canada, Heather followed a relationship quickly formed between them, becoming married soon after, and co-founder of Department H. Heather eventually assisted in a research group to develop exoskeleton of her own, greatly enhancing her strength, durability, and adopting the name Vindicator. Nice character, seems like an important part of Alpha Flight, but I think I'm gonna vote for Sasquatch. Walter Lankowski was a student at Penn State University where he met Bruce Banner, shared his affinity with gamma radiation research. When Bruce later became the Hulk, Walter was fascinated with the transformation, spent years studying the phenomenon. Confident he had learned enough, Walter exposed himself to gamma radiation, expecting the same result. However, instead of mirroring Bruce's metamorphosis, he opened the mystic barrier and assumed the form of a being, passed through it, the great beast Karnak. With his powers and surname Sasquatch, he's joined the rank of Alpha Flight. So who are you gonna vote for? Man, Guardian, Vindicator, they seem like key members of this team, but I'm gonna vote for Sasquatch. Let me know who you're voting for, Valley Club, as we get to all of your mailbag questions of the day. And if you want to leave a mailbag questions, make sure you are a member of the Discord channel. The link is down below. Go to the mailbag questions channel, leave your question there. First question of the week comes from Shy Guy. Hey, Valley, arena question for you. I know you've gotten multiple times, but since this remains a competitivity issue, I thought I'd bring it up again. My shard recently had a bunch of people complete Dark Dimension 6. So there are scrolls as far as the eye can see, and 15 to 30 minutes before my payout, you're in jungle. I understand why Scopely has someone being attacked, already blocked from being attacked again, but why can't they make it so if I'm attacking someone, I'm blocked from being attacked as well? The last minute slingshots are kind of BS since I've got no way to protect my rear, at least with the collusion. We don't know if that's going to happen in the shard sarcasm. Yeah, so there are some collusion, and I gotta say, from my experience, it really, really sucks when you get slingshotted down. And if you don't know what slingshotting is, if you are in the middle of attack and someone attacks you, well, your attack ends, you end up at a certain rank. Well, when that attack finishes, the person attacking you, you're gonna be back to their rank. So instead of being at rank 5, you could get slingshotted all the way to rank 15 or something like that after that attack ends. Not a great experience if you're getting slingshotted down, but I've gotten slingshotted down probably as much as I've gotten slingshotted up. And I gotta say, the times that I've reached rank 1 in Arena, because it's very hard to actually attack rank 1. Sometimes when I'm attacking rank 7 or rank 5 or something like that, I end up in rank 1. So I've gotten slingshotted up, but I've also gotten slingshotted down. I mentioned this on chat last week. I ended up at rank 11, like less than a minute before payout. And when payout finally happened, I think I ended up rank 29. So I got slingshotted hard back, but I've had it happen either way. I think the reason that I haven't is, again, because of collusion, right? Because if you're in battle, let's say you're in rank 2, you're attacking rank 1, well, pretty much rank 1 and rank 2 is locked out for now if they keep the same strategy. They can make it so that only if you're getting attacked, or only if you are attacking someone that you can't move or you can't get into the battle. There's a few different ways to do it. I think the Swaga method is the best. They have a bunch of different payout times. I think in Marvel Strike Force, there's only one payout time. And I think what they can do to make it a little easier is multiple payout times, and then make it so that if you are attacking someone, you can't get slingshotted down. If you are being attacked, you can still get attacked though. And I think that's the way to stop the slingshotting. But I haven't brought it up as much because I've benefited from it as much as I've gotten screwed from it. But it does feel bad when you get screwed, and it doesn't feel that great when you benefit from it either. But it is what it is. Hopefully the devs find a good solution that benefits everyone. But hopefully, brother, you've benefited as much as you've gotten screwed from it as much as I have. All right. one more while I'm here, if you don't mind. Do you know if Scopely is planning if Scopely is planning for the Glut Silver and Gold promotion credits theirs will be sitting on? I know a lot of players who already have all their tunes can be promoted. Gold promos up to 7 red. They're just sitting on all the gold promotions credits they're giving out right now. We really hate to see Scopely fall behind another currency until it's too late to make it usable again. There's too many players that are sitting too much of a stockpile, even if it's something similar as converting to Elite 7, so we know we can buy Diamond promo credits with them. I don't think Scopely will do this. I hope they do this. I got so many silver promotion credits that I don't think I'm ever going to use, but I think it's just going to kind of go the way of blue gear and teal gear and those blue ability mats. I think they're just going to have an abundance of it. I think they really want to make those diamond promotion credits very, very rare, and they want to make money from it. So converting it, while it would be great for the players, I think it's kind of against Scopely's design. They did give up a lot in their concessions to make the gold stars a lot more available, make these character shards a lot more farmable, easier, and commit to that 6 months time frame that all these characters would be from. I think it was actually 4 months, but you should have them maxed out at 6 months. But yeah, they gave up some of that, so I don't mind them not giving up stuff as far as diamonds. But it would be great if we could get, even if it's a horrible ratio, converting those silver promotion credits to gold promotion credits. It's great for new players though, because new players will get those characters up to 4 and 5 red stars a lot quicker, and then start to use those gold promotion credits as well. I hope they do something with it. I wouldn't hold my breath for it, but as a player, obviously I hope they do something with this. Hey Valley, question about Cosmic Crucible. I failed the node, and I tried the node again, but with a weaker team. It would be a failure, but I would score a kill. Is it worth or would it be feeding points? So it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to win the war, I wouldn't be wasting attacks like this and just trying to get a few kills. If you're trying to get a full clear, you're probably not just looking for a kill if you can completely kill that team. So in this situation, if you're not trying for full clear, not trying for the win, and just trying to get a few extra points from getting a kill, this would be fine. Bringing in a team that you will get a kill, but remember, there's only 3 attempts. So if you fail that 3rd attempt, or at the end of that 3rd attempt, that's it. You're not getting any more kills. You're not getting any more points. Read something from a 2-yard post saying we lose 400 points for the attempt, but gain 5 points for the kill. That'll be minus 350 points for the action I described above. Yeah. So you wouldn't get all the kills, but you would get 5 points. So it would be a difference of 495 points, not for 350 points for that action there. So in certain circumstances, when you know you're not going to clear that node, it's just too big of a team, but you know you could get 1 kill, it would make sense. But yeah, in the situation, you're trying to be efficient, trying to max out your wins, trying to place as high on that final rankings in your bracket. This would not be a good strategy, but in some cases it would. Valley, smash it, brother. Coming back to the game after taking a year off. Really love the Secret Defender team. Ghost Rider is my favorite Marvel character. Man, Ghost Rider Robbie Ray is such a good character right now. When do these event characters like Black Cat, Nova, Green Goblin happen? Are they scheduled to come back? Keep on smashing. They're not scheduled. And I think they do that to promote the FOMO, because you don't know when it's going to come back. Maybe you're more likely to spend on other characters that would unlock that next level Green Goblin or next star for Nova or something like that. So I think they play it cold. They play it very close to their chest on purpose. Now, they did give up concessions for some previous legendary events before you would come back. And, you know, people would ask me, when is Omega Red coming back? When is Nick Fury coming back? When are all these other characters coming back? Well, all our traditional legendary characters are permanent. So as soon as you get those characters, to unlock them, you can unlock the actual character, and they've widened up the characters that you could use them that, but they're still holding these newer characters back. Even the Horseman characters are permanent at this point, or sort of permanent, every 2 weeks or so, but they're on a schedule. The rest of these characters, Black Cat, they have no timeline on when that it's going to come back. Same thing with Nova, same thing with Green Goblin. So I know that doesn't help, but hopefully that does help in your planning of other things, and hopefully you get these characters ready so that as soon as these events come back, you get the next star level for these characters. I have a Dark Dimension 6 related question. Is Shocker a good tune for Dark Dimension 6? Because I'm at gear tier 18. I think if you're bringing some other Sinister 6 or Superior 6 characters to Dark Dimension 6, he can have some value. But since you already have it at gear tier 18, I think you definitely bring him. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be that great in Dark Dimension 6. But since you have him built, it's going to be a cheap character for you. So yeah, just use him. And then however long it takes to get through Dark Dimension 6, is fine. Hopefully you're bringing other Superior 6 or Sinister 6 characters like Vulture, maybe Kraven, maybe Lizard if you have that character, just to get that synergy with these other characters there. Would you consider having Yajita Predators and Xenomorph Aliens as playable characters or NPCs in the future of Marvel Strike Force? Because that'd be cool if they're in a game. I agree it would be cool if they're in a game, but I kind of don't like to mix my universes personally. So, you know, all the Predator universe, and I think Predator and Alien are the same universe. And technically, I think Marvel did have some comics, or maybe that was Dark Horse or something like that. But I know there's some other properties that aren't technically Marvel, like Transformers, G.I. Joe, that Marvel did comics from. That would be technically Marvel characters. I don't think these are. I like to keep my universes separate. So I wouldn't want to see like Star Wars characters in Marvel or Predator characters in Marvel or something like that. That's just a personal preference, but you guys may like, let me know in the comments if you do, but personally, I wouldn't like that. Another question, which 5 toons are not in the game yet that you really would like to be in the game? All right, I want these characters in for certain reasons, and the first one, I guess, would be Sasquatch, so I'm voting for Sasquatch, but the other one that I want to see from Alpha Flight is Puck, so I would want to see Puck. Those are pretty much the only 2 other Alpha Flight characters that I knew. But Guardian Vindicator seems like they would be very, very good coming to the game. So I think you need all 3 of these voting characters in the game. But so Sasquatch, Puck, those are my first 2. I also would pick Galactus because I know the devs have trouble with bigger characters, larger characters. That's why Dormammu was a small character. So I guess they could bring Galactus in as a small character, same like Dormammu. The animations could be very large, but I would want to see them bring in Galactus because if he was brought into the game and not as a small character like Dormammu, but as a large character, it means they've solved that target box issue and they can have larger characters in the game and they would open up a lot of different game modes. So Galactus for certain reasons. Jean Grey, just because I think she's cool. We already have Dark Phoenix in the game and Phoenix in the game, but we don't want to technically have Jean Grey in the game with her psychic powers and all that. So I would like to see Jean Grey. And last but not least, Moon Girl. We have Moonstone in the game already, but Moon Girl is not here. The reason for Moon Girl, we're gonna get a panda in the game. I want to see a dinosaur in the game. So yeah, Moon Girl has a dinosaur. They'll probably use that on an animation for attack or something, so like that. So I would want to see Moon Girl, not because I'm a huge Moon Girl fan, but I would want to see Devil Dinosaur in a game. I like that from other games, so it would be interesting to see in Marvel Strike Force. Hey, Valley, more of a small tip than a question this time. So the event that requires us to level characters calls for a total of 50 characters to get to all the points. Has anyone thought that Doom Kestrel probably count for 2 of the characters to bring dual tags? This literally lowers the characters needed from 48 and saves a rough estimate of around 7 or 8 million gold. Actually, it's about 11 million gold that you're saving. And whatever training mats would have been needing, surprised nobody's talking about this, and I want to make it known. Cheers and keep on smashing. So yes, like I said, the devs are allowing double dipping, and I think this is more of a question because of how they treated Stark Tech. As you know, the Stark Tech upgrades certain character traits, bio, tech, skill, mystic, all that stuff, and talked about earlier, Kestrel has double tags, Doom has double tags, and what they did for that, they only allowed 1 Stark Tech to benefit them. So whatever you did first, either skill or tech would benefit Kestrel, and whatever you did first, mystic or tech would benefit Doom, and that's the way it is. So they're not getting double bonuses from the Stark Tech, but with the leveling and this event, they are. So yes, double dip now, and if you want to score this event, make sure you level those 2 characters because they're going to get you double scoring this event. That is it, Valley Club. Hopefully you double dip during this event. Hopefully you max out your characters and get as much cool rewards as you can as you race your characters to level 100. Hopefully this video will help you and figure out what you want to do for the race to 100 and the blast off to 100. Hopefully the compensation is good, and let me know what you want to do with the Century Credit Store. If this video did provide you some value, leave it a like. And if you want to see the rest of the calculations for the events this week, check out the video up there. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out.